Hi. This is the beginning of a series I'm going to call Adventures Through My Mind. I apologize, it's going to be a little shaky as we're recording, but I'm not having a tripod or anything. I'm just sort of balancing my arm on my leg and hoping that it doesn't get super tired. But Adventures Through My Mind is going to be this sort of, I guess, vlog talk series where I'm not actually able to go out and really do anything, so it really is just an adventure through my mind. I figured I would start with sort of doing some get to know me, because I did talk a little bit in the first video I made about things I like, the influences I've had, the things I want to do. Also, gonna try to stop not looking at the camera. It's very habitual. I have super bad eye contact. I love just staring all over the place and not at one spot, but I'm trying. I'm also outside, so there are birds and rain, and I just heard a car, and so my attention was a little distracted. I'm gonna look right there at the camera. So, who am I? What am I thinking about? By trade, I'm a music teacher. I went to college, got my degree in music education, and I'm using it. I'm very fortunate to be somebody who can say that I love my job. Teaching kids how to play instruments and band and orchestra is such an amazing job. I'm happy I went into it. I mean, it all comes from the teachers I had in elementary, middle, and high school. The reason why I went into music and love music so much is because of them. And getting to spread that joy to others is super great. I am also active in playing music. I love playing music. My instrument is trombone. I play as often as I can. I'm trying to find other side jobs to not just teach, but to also play. So that'll be maybe an adventure in an upcoming video. I have some contacts out there. I'm trying to get myself into some ensembles to play more regularly. And it would be really cool to take some videos and some footage of playing. I love playing in it's the pit ensembles, playing for musicals. Sitting underneath the stage and playing music I love it. So that's sort of who I am as far as my career. As far as who I am personally, I wouldn't, with the negative sort of connotations, I wouldn't want to say that I'm a Disney adult, but I am someone who has been to Disney World multiple times and has given a lot of my money and free time to Disney and everything that it owns, being Star Wars and Marvel and all the stuff that it bought before it made, before it remade and made its money with those. I like theme parks. I do like roller coasters. I don't really live near any of them in Maryland. I mean, I have Hershey Park in Pennsylvania, which I frequented. Busch Gardens, Williamsburg is a little far away for a day trip. But places I might go, things I might record, because they're things that I like. Love the outdoors. I love hiking. I love camping. I love biking. I like being outside. I like the sun, the warmth. Anything that gets me outside, I will do. That is definitely something that you'll see. And hopefully, like I said, you'll see music as well. You won't see me teaching, but you'll see some sort of music at some point. Outside, music, Disney. I'm purposely not looking at the camera. I'm doing my looking up to think. I know it. I'm gonna do better looking at the camera, but let me do my thinking face. I like sports. Being from Maryland and Baltimore, the Orioles, obviously. A Ravens fan. I enjoy the Commanders as well. Capitals for hockey. I like watching sports. It's a good pastime. I like a lot of movies and TV, a lot of sci-fi. I mentioned the Disney stuff, but outside of that, Lord of the Rings is probably one of my favorite movies. Jurassic Park as well. Lots of sci-fi, whether it's space or just literal science fiction like Jurassic Park, into fantasy like Lord of the Rings. Just coming off the top of my head, not having a list is really, really hard. This is hard, but that's the adventure, right? Just trying something new. Going out, in this case, I just went out on my porch and doing something new that is a little scary, but I want to do it. Stuff that's been on my mind lately, since this is the adventures in my mind and not just a Who Am I video. Paying for a master's degree. Good God. College is expensive. I don't know how loud that car that just went by was, but college is expensive, and like I said before, I really like teaching music and I want to teach it better. So I'm looking at masters in music education. I'm accepted, I've enrolled in classes, I'm super happy. But the college, crazy enough, wants me to pay for it. I don't know if you know this, but colleges really like money. Whew. My school will pay for some of it since I am getting better at doing my job, but they will not pay for all of it. So that's been a fun little research into scholarships and how can I pay personally as little as possible, since I also have a car to pay for and rent to pay for and food and all of the other things that life has in store. But I think I got an idea. I've found some scholarships. I'm trying to do some other local stuff with the county. I've diversified. I don't just teach at the school. I give private lessons also. I'm working on trying to join some ensembles to do some professional playing of music. Busy, but for good reason. Busy with music, which is something I love. Hopefully busy with making these videos. Hopefully busy reading and playing the video games I love. Doing the pastimes I love, like going outside and hiking and camping. I don't want to be somebody who does nothing with their time. This is gonna sound so cheesy. I'm gonna quote it so terribly. Back in 2020, we're all in the pandemic, in lockdown at home. Disney Plus releases a recording of Hamilton, and which had been out for a while, but this was the first time I got to see it, which is a little surprising, probably, considering how musically full my life is. But so I finally sit down to watch it. I hadn't really heard any of the songs. I wanted to do it all together at the same time. So I went into it pretty blind. And the whole idea of running out of time, not accomplishing everything you want to accomplish before your time ends. I've never been one for really bucket lists or resolutions, those sorts of things, but something about that really stuck with me. You know, the line was, "Why do you write like you're running out of time?" None of us know how much time we have left. But there are so many things I want to do. I challenged myself probably a month ago to write down a bucket list of stuff I want to do. YouTube or podcast or even both, that was one of those things. And I'm trying. I'm gonna accomplish that goal. I want to write a book. I've actually been in the process of writing a book since I think 2021 maybe. It was heavily put on the back burner after 2021, and it's just sort of been sitting there, but it's an adventure, and that's what this channel's about, and that's what the bucket list is about. It all wraps back up. I want to have all of these adventures, and I don't know how long I have to have them. And I'm not going to rush things, but I got to do them. I got to make the YouTube channel. I got to make the videos. I got to try and sit down and write the book. I've got to go hiking. I've got to go camping. I've got to travel around the world. I've got to do all these things that I have decided or really said that I want to do. So hopefully you come along with me, because I think that this channel is really hopefully the catalyst for this. Hopefully my recording myself terribly out on my porch on my phone, hopefully that is the catalyst for me to go out and do all these things that I want to do. I want to get my master's degree. Eventually I want to get my doctorate degree. Silly, but I want to get a motorcycle license. I don't even need to own the motorcycle, but I want the license. I want to be able to ride one. I don't know when these things are going to happen. They're going to happen next month, next year, next 10 years. But this is the beginning. And I don't know how many videos I'm going to say this is the beginning, but this makes number 2. But that's what it is. This is the beginning of something new. This is the beginning of the adventure. So let's keep on in this state of adventure and let the good times roll, as they say. Happy spring, happy rainy season, and, well, goodbye.